So welcome to my second video, and I'm going to connect the notion of high vibrational food with a theme, a concept, a principle called relational nutrition. And you may be familiar with the unfolding, thriving world of AR, which is authentic relating, that seems to be arising and waking up all over personal growth spaces, corporate spaces, interpersonal spaces, therapeutic healing spaces, and I am bringing it into the world of nourishment and nutrition. And the main idea, or the guiding principle, is that if nutrition is not relating to us in a way that is familiar and absorbable and digestible, then it needs to. To just illustrate, calcium is a really important nutrient, mineral that our bodies definitely need, and putting calcium into our bodies doesn't necessarily mean that our bodies are going to be able to use it. Like, you can eat chalk, and that chalk will unlikely be absorbed into our, let alone cells or even our bones, or help rebuild things, because it is speaking a language that the body needs help understanding. And so even though you may have a robust microbiome that has a population of friends that can feast on that calcium and convert it, well, if that's the case, then you're good. But it's fairly unlikely, given the infectedness of, sadly, the over 4 billion pounds of glyphosate, which is ultimately an antibiotic that has been interrupting our environment, both outside of us and inside of us, from functioning in optimal ways. So we need to make that calcium available to us in a way that our bodies can actually relate to and use in constructing enzymes, rebuilding cells, supporting other dynamic processes in our body. And if we do not make the food optimally available, then we're missing out. And this notion of relational nutrition is something that is really important to consider, and also to use in your way of looking at food and things that you put into your body, to begin to think, like, is my body able to use this? Am I able to absorb nutrients from this? And if not, how can I make it available so that these raw materials can be used to regenerate, to detox, to rebuild? So that's almost 5 minutes, and I'm making a personal commitment to keep these things around 5 minutes so that people can have a bite for their minds to think about how they relate to their bodies so that they can feel nourished, inspired, and uplifted. So I'm Antanas, and thanks for listening.